Now, let's learn the roots. Okay? Roots is the inverse operation of powers. Okay? For example, if you have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is, we write it in exponent form, 2 to the power of 4, which is 16. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, right? So, the inverse operation of this operation is, first of all, what I mean by inverse operation is, for example, when you have multiplication, 2 times 3 is 16, right? 2 times 3 is 6. Why did I say 16? Okay, you went this way, you want to go the other way. You know 6, you know 3, you want to know what times 3 is 6. Okay, in order to get what the number is, that when you multiply it by 3, you get 6. You do 6 divided by 3 and you get 2. So division is the inverse operation of multiplication. These are inverse, okay? Inverse. Same with addition. You add, you do 2 plus 3, which is 5. And in order to get 2 from 5 and 3, so you are asking what plus 3 is 5, you do 5 minus 3 is 2. So addition is, actually subtraction, minus is the inverse operation of plus, right? So how do you go this way for powers? You want to ask, you know this and you know this, okay? So you want to know, but you don't know this. So the question is, what number, when you multiply it by itself for 4 times, you get 16? Okay? When you multiply a number for 4 times, you get 16. And the question can be written like a special notation, special mathematical sign that looks like this. Sorry. Okay? And then you put this here. Okay? So 16 comes here and 4 comes here. We read it, the 4th root of 16, which means when you multiply a number for 4 times, you get 16. The number is 2, right? So that's what the root is. Root. Okay, let's look at another example. Okay, for example, let's say 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8, right? No, equals 2 to the power of 3, which is 8, right? 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So how can you write it as the inverse operation using root sign? First of all, you know you multiply something by itself for 3 times. So the sign of the root will be like this. And you put this here inside. So that's 8, okay? And then you get the answer 2. The base exponent. Okay, how about this one? 3 times 3 is 3 square. 3 square is 9. Okay, so you put exponent here, and you put this number here, and the base, the answer here, and the base here. Okay, so square root, the second root of 9 is 3. And then I just said it. The second root we usually call it square root. Okay, for the same reason when we call the power of 2 squared. The second root of the second root, we usually call it as the square root. The square root. This one, okay, the third root, we have a special name called the cube root. Okay, right? One more thing, and this is important. When it is 2, when it is square root, we usually don't write it. You can just omit it. You can just write like this. And when there is nothing here, okay, nothing means 2. Because square root is so popular, so much more popular than other roots like third root or fourth root or fifth root, that we decided that when we have this without any number here, we would just assume it's a square root. Okay, so we read, this thing, square root. Okay, that's it.